Hi, this is Chris Young. A bunch of my friends in different groups that I work with on Facebook are always complaining about the Facebook algorithm not showing them everything that they need to see. And while that Facebook algorithm is indeed an annoyance, and there are a lot of things I would change about Facebook if I could, some of the problems that people are having can be fixed if you know how to make Facebook work for you. And so I'm going to throw together a little video here and post it. And next time someone asks me a Facebook related question, I can just link this video to them and hopefully that will answer some of your questions. Let me add that what I'm going to show you today only applies to using Facebook on a browser. There are probably ways to do the same thing if you're on your phone or your tablet and using a Facebook app. If you're on a PC or a laptop, I don't recommend using the Windows app, or I don't know if there's a Macintosh app. I would always say if you're on a PC or laptop, use the browser version of Facebook. I think you'll have a better experience. Nothing wrong with the app, I just think it's harder to use. So this only applies to the browser. You should be able to use whatever browser you want, by the way. So here I am in my Chrome browser. Like I said, you can use any browser you want. And my homepage is the Google homepage. Now I've got a shortcut to Facebook, but you may not have that. So you want to go up to the address bar and type in Facebook. Now a lot of times people type in that search bar in the middle of the page. That's for searching. That's when you don't know where you want to go. If you know the address of where you want to go up to the top and click on the address bar. Now I can just type F, and it remembers sites that I've been to. I can just hit enter, and it goes straight to Facebook. And after F, I just hit enter, and it takes me to Facebook. Now if you look at the bottom of the screen, there's a post from the IFL Science page, and that says that the post was 6 hours ago. Now I know certainly somebody in all of the sites and all of my friends has posted something more recently than 6 hours ago. But Facebook thinks that that's what I want to see. I'm at the mercy of the Facebook algorithm. So if I want to get around that, the thing to do is go over here and click on Most Recent. Now it's showing me a post from this Indian nostalgia site that was just 5 minutes ago. That's the most recent thing in my feed. As I go on down, now, okay, here is a ad. You'll see lots of posts on Facebook that say if you cut and paste this in your feed, it'll stop the ads. That's totally ridiculous. Facebook makes money off of ads. They make money off of analyzing what you look at and decide what ads to send you based on that. There is nothing you can do to stop ads from coming. Well, there is one thing. Suppose I don't ever want to see this ad again. I can click up here and it'll say, hide this ad. And so if you keep seeing ads over and over again from a company that you have no interest in doing business with, you can hide that ad. It'll get replaced with somebody else's ad, but it will get rid of certain ads if you don't want to do it. Lots of times I get ads for drugs that I would never use, or ads for products that I would never use, and you can click on hide ad, and it will at least get rid of that ad and replace it with something different. Going on down, there's a post 6 minutes ago. There's another post 9 minutes ago, and so on. So we're getting the posts in chronological order. The other way you can make sure you never miss important content is by clicking on favorites. Currently, I only have 2 favorites. I have my church, and here's services from Good Friday earlier today. And there's this cartoon that I follow that posts almost every day, a really funny cartoon. Now, the only disadvantage of the favorites And the most recent is if you go all the way to the bottom, it says you're up to date for the last 3 days. When you tell it to sort chronologically, either your favorites or your most recent, you can only get 3 days worth. If you want to get more than 3 days, you're just going to be at the mercy of the Facebook algorithm. One of the things that prompted me to make this video is I'm in a group of writers who are taking a seminar. And we post our homework in a private Facebook group. This one over here. And it's our responsibility to comment on each other's work. That's part of what we're learning, is getting feedback from other talented writers. But people were saying, I keep missing the content. Well, there's a way to sort your group so that you always see all of the content, again, chronologically, and not according to the Facebook algorithm. Now, first of all, I put this group in with my shortcuts. And I'm going to click on Edit over here. And it shows me all of my shortcuts. Now, these first 4 groups, or pages, I marked Pinned to Top. All of the other groups say Sort Automatically. And I think the way it sorts them is how recently you visited that group. If you click on the drop-down, you see you have 3 options. Sort Automatically, Pinned to Top, or Hide. So if you've got an important group that you never want to miss, add it to your shortcut, tell it to pin to top, and you can get to that group really easily. If you scroll down here, you see it says See More. Here's a longer list of my shortcuts. All the different groups and pages that I follow that are important to me. I've added them to my shortcuts. I can't show you my writer's homework group. That's a private group, and I don't want to publish that in a YouTube video. But this is my Assistive Technology Makers, or HE Makers group. And even though we're a closed group, it's just to keep the spammers out. Anybody who wants to come learn about making assistive technology, we welcome them in. So I don't think it's going to hurt anything if some of their content shows up. If I click on the AT Makers group, I scroll down. Now, some of this is content because I'm one of the admins of that group. But if we go down here, here's a post that says it was posted March 21st. Well, this is April 7th. That's not the most recent post in the group. But it says that I'm sorting by most relevant. That means that the Facebook algorithm is deciding what it thinks I want to see out of this group. If I click on the drop-down, I have 3 options: most relevant, newest activity, and new posts. Now, most of the time, you're going to want to see the new posts first. If it's a discussion group where you're really following the comments, you might want to click on newest activity. So if an old post gets a new comment, it will sort them according to that date. So if I click on new posts, here's a post from April 4th. Even though that was 3 days ago, that does, in fact, represent the most recent post in this group. It's not that active a group. Sometimes it is right now. It isn't. So that's how you manage groups to make sure that you never miss a post. You go to the group, you sort by either new posts or most recent comments, and it will sort it, and you can keep track of what's going on. So I hope that's been useful to you. At some point, I'll probably make another video to talk about how to manage YouTube, because I hear lots of people complain about the YouTube algorithm, but that's a topic for a separate day. And while I'm at it, I can't help but promote my podcast. It's called Contemplating Life. You can get it on this website, contemplating-life.com, and this will tell you where you can get my podcast. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the different podcast sites, and then you can click on individual episodes here. They give you a brief summary of the episode, related links, the YouTube version, and also a script of what the content is if you want to read it rather than listen to it. So I hope you'll check out my podcast, and please post links of the podcast onto your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, because I want to grow my audience. I'm not in it to make money. I just want people to read what I have to say. So please help me promote the podcast. Thanks for watching, and fly safe.